And here's the last time we're going to see Kaepora Gaebora. It's been a long time. When was the last time? Zora's River, maybe? Although there is the optional one that we did. So this is actually probably the most useful advice Gaebora gives you. Tells you how to defeat the boss of the Spirit Temple. Yeah, it's the optional one we never did in Lake Hylia, though. Here it is. What we came here for. The Silver Gauntlets. You don't fit a kid. And I did promise Nabooru. Oh well. Oh, that sounded ominous. What's that? Wait a minute. Nabooru! There was nothing we could do. Although it does kind of point out Nabooru's true colours a little bit. That even as that's happening, she's telling us to get out of there. Which is really nice of her. Whee! Alright. So we could go to the Temple of Time to come back here as a spirit. Come back to the Spirit Temple as an adult. Oh hey, the Triforce on there. I don't think I ever noticed that. But there is one more heart piece we can get as a child. So I'll see you guys when we get back to Gerudo Valley. Alright, we're back in Gerudo Valley. And now what we need to do, and could have done this earlier, but I completely forgot about this. Oh, I missed it. I went the complete wrong way. There, we're back at Gerudo Valley again. Let me get a look before I jump off this time. There's a particular cliff I need to land on. Doesn't look like it's there. Is it that one? It's that one, over there. Alright. The one with the crate. Alright, let's go. There we go. One of the most out-of-the-way heart pieces. Alright, let's go back to the Temple of Time. So we got a few things that I want to do. We can get some more of the heart pieces. There's 3 more. Skulltula, there's the one outside the Spirit Temple, and there's another one that I mentioned earlier. We need to re-race Dampé. So I'll see you guys at Kakariko Village. Alright, so we're in Dampé's grave again. Now the best way to do this is to have the long shot. Because keeping up with him isn't the problem. You have to win this in... Oh, that could be a problem. You have to do this in under a minute. And the last little stretch can be completely negated with the long shot. You know, if there's ever a place where the camera actually becomes a problem in this game, it's this race. And it's because he's dropping fire. Because the camera won't swing around fast enough for you to see the fire. Am I gonna make this in time? "59 seconds. I think we did it. There it is. Nice. 2 more pieces. Alright, so we need 1 more gold sculpture left. Oh, also, we're wearing the Silver Gauntlets now. That's pretty neat. I think the closest place we can find one will be Dodongo's Cavern, actually. Like I said before, Dodongo's Cavern is the only child dungeon you can go into as an adult. And the reason you'll want to is because there's a gold sculpture in there. Huh. The issue is I don't remember exactly where that gold sculpture is. I guess we're going to find out. So we don't have to walk back to the... to Kakariko. So let's check out Dodongo's Cavern. Okay, now it's probably in a room that I didn't go into. And there are 2 of those. There's that one on the bottom right. And there's that one up there. And we can check both of those really easily, actually. Oh. Guess I'm taking the ladder. It's always really weird for me to go back into a dungeon that I've already completed. Okay, so listen out for the scratching. Scarecrow song there. That's yeah, because the Dodongos do explode when they die. There you go, I hear the telltale scratching. Yeah. With the Scarecrow song being a thing there, it was immediately suspicious because you can't do that as a child. There it is. That's 50 gold sculptures. Let's go get our prize. You know, one thing I'm curious about, because I've never actually checked. What happens if you go in a boss room of a boss you've already killed? Let's go check it out, shall we? Just to sate some curiosity of mine. The boss room's only here anyway. Oh, it's locked. But that might be because we need to hit the switch. It's a good thing Adult Link can just jump up there, because I wouldn't have... If I had to run around again, I probably wouldn't have done this. And King Dodongo fight is an interesting one to try this with. Because unlike, say, Goma or Baronade, or, you know, several of the bosses, once you fall into the boss arena, that's it. There's no way out. So I'm curious. Let's see how this goes. And that does open that. Let's go check it out. Oh, the warp panel's still here. Neat. King Dodongo's gone. That's interesting. I didn't know that happened. One thing I do like that Ocarina 3D added is the ability to face the bosses again. Huh. A completely different location to where it stopped and dropped us off the first time. Yeah, Ocarina 3D gives you the ability to refight bosses by going back to your bed in Kokiri Forest. And it's something that I quite like. It was one of my favourite features of Majora's Mask, that you could refight the bosses. Alright, and the last one. There's a piece of heart. One more. Now, Requiem of Spirit. It's interesting the Requiem of Spirit is placed before the Nocturne of Shadow. Because I'm pretty sure you're intended to go to the Spirit Temple last. The position of the medallion suggests that, at least. It's from light, it goes clockwise. Light, forest, fire, water, shadow, spirit. Thankfully, though, dealing with the gold sculptures turned out to be not as painless as I expected. So that was nice. And we grab this. Go on a tour of the Desert Colossus. Oh wow, there was a gold sculpture there. I completely forgot about that one. That's it, that's every heart piece. That gold sculpture probably only appears at night, like all the others do outside. So that really means... Huh. I wonder where that goes. So that means if we'd come straight to the Spirit Temple, we wouldn't have seen that because it was daytime. I mean, it was approaching sunset, but still the point stands. We probably wouldn't have seen that gold sculpture if we'd come straight here. But now we do the adult section. Wolfos. There we go. Much easier. I don't think we've dealt with the Wolfos since we got the bigger end sword. Drop. There we go. That's a big chest to just drop like it's nothing. And this will be the compass. Yeah. You know, this again brings up the point of how inconsistent the hookshot targets really are. That's behind door number 2. Ah, the boulders. Do I need the hover boots for that? Yes, I do. Well, that was interesting. Took no damage. Although, actually requiring the hover boots for this would mean... Yeah, I definitely required the hover boots. Would mean that you would have to do the Shadow Temple before this. There's a gold sculpture behind one of these. Ah. Oh well. It was interesting to go back into Dodongo's cavern anyway. Didn't take long as a detour. Well, that sounded wrong. Part of the music didn't play properly there. You know, that's not an uncommon thing to happen on older systems, but it's surprising to see it happen on the Nintendo 64. Yeah, that will do both at once. It's like if you play one of the classic Mega Man games. There's the key. That's the trick of this thing, it looked too easy. If you play one of the classic Mega Man games, it's not uncommon if you are shooting rapidly to hear the sound of the power pellets. Is it power pellets? The sound of your shots takes up one of the sound channels that is usually being used for the music. And so if you're paying attention, you can hear the music lose part of its instrumentation. Which I'm guessing is what just happened there. Yeah, I'm guessing it's what just happened there, but I don't think I've ever seen that happen on Nintendo 64 before. So that was interesting. We're getting the gold Skulltula on the way through Kakariko Village. It's really convenient. There's an invisible floor master here. Oh, the one down there's not going to cause me any more problems. Alright, so only one of these is real, and I'm pretty sure it's this one, which means you have to go past at least one of the fakes. You know, I think this is actually the first time we see booby trap chests. Grab the thing again. And then this one's real. And then the other one is fake. And that draws in a War Master. That was close. That was uncomfortably close. Alright, put it back. And I might as well show off what the booby trap chests are. Oh, that one's not booby trapped. This one's booby trapped. I think if you don't try and break out of it by mashing a button, then it takes a full heart before you break out. Alright, so hover boots again. I think I can get over there with the hover boots. Yes, I can. And is this a rusted switch? Pretty sure it is. Yes, it is. That opens a door down there that we've not been through yet. And let's try and land on there. Does this chest give me a key? I forget. Either way, it's probably worth doing. Oh, there's a gold Skulltula over there as well. And we use the Scarecrow song to get it. It's a key. Awesome, we can progress with this. But that does leave the question of where does this lead? Check the map. That's got to be where the hole is that leads back to the start that I saw. Which I didn't remember because I never go this way. And the block here prevents you... These blocks prevent you from doing this as a child. Although you couldn't access the switch to open the door as a child anyway, because it was rusted. And even if you could access the switch, even if you could hit the switch... Oh, is that a shortcut? Huh. You know, I think I've done that before, but it's been years. That'll be why they won't let you do this as a kid, because then you can skip everything we've just done as an adult. Huh. Interesting. Alright, let's go use the key. I'd say that was worth doing, actually. That was kind of interesting. Excuse me, Beamos. And now we got these things again, but there's multiples of them this time. But I think if we use the fire arrows... Yep. Don't need to bother with that as an adult. I think it's specifically the fire that kills them. That switch over there activates fire. So, there you are. I knew there was 3 of them in here. I was like, where's the other one? I thought I'd been mistaken. Nice. No, keeping the arrows is probably okay. Now this. Oh, this is irritating. None of these are stone. So what you need to do is get one of them to stay on there while you get to the door. Oh, that works out pretty well, actually. I'm okay with that. And here we have another iron knuckle. And let's see the difference in how these things go down, child versus adult. You know, the greater range of the bigger and sword also really helps. Alright, let's go. Let's not roll into the door. And now we're going to get the other treasure. Now, my guess as to why this drops here like this is because you can get to the other side as adult. And the long shot will reach. So it's to prevent you from sequence breaking and getting here without facing the iron knuckle. Since we're playing the early edition of this game, the mirror shield has the old Gerudo symbol on it. This is another thing that was changed in the later versions. It's still the Gerudo symbol. They changed all the Gerudo symbols in the later revisions. And that includes the Gerudo symbol on the switches, the blocks, and the mirror shield.